Good morning! I'm Melissa with Mix and Some Magic, and this is my friend Rhonda, and we're up so early because we're going to MiceChat's Gumball Rally. It's gonna be so exciting. It's kind of a race around Disney California Adventure Park. There's rules. We're competing in like a challenge to see who can ride the most attractions and figure out the mystery, answer the clues. It's gonna be fun!
Before the race began, we all met at the Anaheim Hotel, which is right near Disneyland, so that we could get checked in, get our wristbands, and hear the rules. This is the coveted Gumball Rally trophy. It's different every year and goes along with the theme, along with some medals and ribbons for the winners. We lined up for rope drop, but before the race officially begins, we need to take a group photo at Pixar Pier. So we got our picture taken, and now it's race time.
Okay, we have our first booklet. So today there are 4 booklets. We have to solve clues. We're trying to figure out who was murdered, where they were murdered, what the murder weapon is, and what else did I miss? There's 4 things. Start it with who was murdered, who the murderer was, where the murder happened, and the murder weapon. There we go. Got all 4. So here we go.
During the Gumball Rally, the attractions you ride and the clues you solve are worth points. You answer a question about the ride to prove that you rode it. The first attraction we're heading to is Guardians of the Galaxy. Here's the question for this attraction. When hitting the generator control room, the first room that opens up after ascending, look to the left of the screen. How many chests are piled up? We gotta pay close attention so that we can answer the question.
Next up, we're going on Little Mermaid 5-minute wait, so woohoo!
On this attraction, we had to count the dancing turtles, and just a little FYI, there are 3.
For our next one, then one of us has to ride on Jumpin' Jellyfish and the other one stays off and takes a picture. So Rhonda's never been on Jumpin' Jellyfish, so she's gonna ride it. 5-minute wait, which is awesome because we got held up for so long in line for Guardians of the Galaxy, so we need some fast things to check off our list. The Gumball Rally is put on by MiceChat. They've been doing this for 20 years. And it's so much fun. You're really competing against other teams to see who can ride the most attractions. But this year they've thrown in a murder mystery, and so we're answering all these questions and figuring out clues. And it is such a fun way to tour the parks. It's different than anything you've ever done before. You just buy tickets on the MiceChat website, and then you get to come and participate in it, and it's really, really fun. Okay, we are not allowed to use mobile ordering. We have to eat. I think it's only 10:15 and we're hungry, so corn dogs from Corn Dog Castle for the win. We can eat them on the go as we rush to our next attraction.
For the Pixar Pal Around attraction, we just had to take a picture when we were up at the top, and we got to choose if we wanted swinging or non-swinging, thankfully, and we chose non-swinging. Our next stop was the bakery tour in San Francisco Square. The clue we were looking for was number 3. It says, who said good bread, good food, good people? And it was Papa Steve.
Hey, it's like what time? 11:20 or 25? We don't know. Don't know, but we just got our second book. Turned in our first one. We did the best we could. We did figure out the location. Should we tell them? No. We'll tell you at the end. No. We figured out the location, and now we are trying to figure out who the victim is.
Gang, I want to hear you shout, I love you, Mr. Potato Head.
We rode Toy Story Midway Mania and answered a question, and we used the Boardwalk Games to solve one of the clues. We rode Mater's Junkyard Jamboree and took a picture while we were on the attraction. I love this ride. It really is so much fun.
We're doing it!
One of our questions was, which scene takes place in the Animation Academy right after the Pocahontas scene? If you're wondering, it's Sleeping Beauty.
Okay, we are turning in our second book. We've had to make some strategic choices.
Good one.
So we've skipped a couple rides that the lines were just too long because we feel like it's better to just move through the questions that are faster and easier. So I don't know if it'll work or not, but that's our plan, and we're feeling good about it because we don't want to wait in a super long line.
It's time to eat.
All right, let's turn in our second book. We have 2 more, and we have 4 hours left.
That's right.
We checked as much as we could off of our third book. We solved clues. We made our way around the park. Some of the attractions, then you just take a picture on to prove that you wrote it. Some of them, you actually answer questions and need to look for something specific on the ride. Or there was also a section this year where we were just going around and solving clues to help us solve the mystery.
Hey, fourth book, fourth and final. And we might knock off a little early and go get dinner. Maybe. We'll see.
For Incredicoaster, we had to answer the question, what kind of crazy stuff does Jack Jack do in the third tunnel? The options were gooey, fire, laser eyes, or replication. And if you're wondering, the answer is fire. As we're making our way through Cars Land, we hit it just right. It was sunset, and we made it just in time for Shaboom.
I'm hiding.
Get up here. You're part of this. You're a part of this now. You're in
I'm
2
hanging
teams.
my head in shame.
No, we did decent. Not great. We don't know the results yet. We turned in our last book. We think we figured out everything, but there were a lot of rides we just did not have time for. There was just no way. Plus, we're really hungry. All we've had is like some beef jerky and some popcorn and a corn dog.
A lot more.
So we're like, let's call it and go get some dinner. That seemed like a good idea. But we're going to tell you what we thought happened. So we think that the character who was murdered was a character called Scarlet Showgirl. We think the Cubby reporter murdered her at the Grizzly Airfield with a pair of Minnie Mouse ears.
Which is hard to do.
It is hard to do, but it can be done. I'm not going to tell you how. It's too graphic.
It was
here.
gruesome.
Too graphic. So we'll let you know if we were right. We have their little awards ceremony where they tally up the points and tell us winners. So we'll let you know. But first, we're going to go to the Craftsman Grill and get some dinner.
We're gonna eat.
We went to the award show, and while we didn't win the creator team division that we were competing in, we did get all of the clues correct and solved the mystery.
25, MiceChat, Murder Mystery, Gumball Rally, is Team
302, a sip most deadly.
A Sip Most Deadly. And the crowd goes wild.
One of the highlights for me is that Dusty Sage from MiceChat announced next year's theme. Gumball Rally 2026 will be taking place at Disneyland, and it will be a villain's theme. For more news and information about MiceChat Gumball Rally for 2026, make sure you follow them on Instagram at MC Gumball Rally. You'll be able to find out everything you need to know there.
Hey, it's all over, all wrapped up. We did not win. Surprise! We were shocked. We were shocked. Not really. We expected it. So fun though. MiceChat does an awesome job putting on the Gumball Rally. They've been doing it for 20 years. So probably you should come and check out the Gumball Rally next year.
You should.
Yep, just check out MiceChat's website. They do it every February. You can find out more info. And next year they're doing a villains theme at Disneyland. So it's going to be so fun. Thank you so much for watching. You are the best. Make sure you're following along and subscribed so you don't miss my next video.